we're going to move on to item number 65. Receive a report prepared by Elections Code 9111. Impacts petition regarding San Bernardino County Supervisors compensation reduction of term limits.
The San Bernardino County Supervisor compensation reduction and term limits. On March 20th, this initiative petition was submitted to the Registrar of Voters, and on May 1st, I certified that the petition was sufficient.
Presenting Gary McBride.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. So with that, I'll go ahead and start off with just some of the points that the board raised. There were a couple of questions raised around issues around pay and benefits, term limit situations, and then impacts on the independent boards and commissions that you all sit on. So I'll go through those fairly quickly. Happy to answer questions if you would like along the way or at the end. So the initiative broadly covers two very direct things. Limits board members to 1 4-year term and caps board member compensation to a total of $5,000 per month. That's all compensation. That would be salary, benefits, anything in those categories that end up as either pay or benefits to the Board of Supervisors, capped at a total of $5,000 per month. There's no inflationary adjustment to that number, which I think is important to note if changes needed to be made at some point in the future. We did take a look at some of the large counties in California and how they're compensated. LA, San Diego, Orange, Riverside, Santa Clara, and Alameda, they're all tied to a percentage of Superior Court judge salaries. Los Angeles pegs theirs at 100% of those salaries. San Diego at 90%, Orange, Riverside, Santa Clara, and Alameda at 80%. Currently, San Bernardino, pursuant to our charter, uses an average of the salaries and benefits total compensation for San Diego, Orange, and Riverside. So we're not explicitly tied to judicial salaries because we are referenced to those other counties that do tie. Effectively, you all are tied to judicial salaries as well. We also looked into the term limit issues. I looked around to see if we could find anything where there was one term limit. We do have some statistics on California counties, and so there are a number of other counties that have various term limits. San Diego and San Joaquin have a 2-term maximum. Orange, San Francisco, and El Dorado have 2 consecutive term maximum. Del Norte and Lassen have a 3-term maximum. And then San Bernardino, Los Angeles, San Mateo, Santa Clara, and Ventura all have 3 consecutive term maximums. The initiative as it's written is very brief, very direct. It only tackles those 2 items that I mentioned. So with that, those are kind of the high points of the things that we came across in relation to the points that the board asked about at the last meeting.
We should do either 3A or B. Consider the proposed ordinance that would adopt this initiative, which would be 3A. So basically adopt it as is on 3A, or 3B, submit this ordinance without alteration to the voters pursuant to Election Code 1405. So that'd be 3B. And if we do 3B, we should do one of the following. Acknowledge that the election for the initiative petition measure should be held on November 3rd, or call a special election for initiative not less than 88 days or no more than 103 days from June 9th.
So I would vote for 3B and 4A. I will formally make a motion to that.
Any more comments? If not, we have a motion by Supervisor Rao, second by Supervisor Lovigan for 3B and 4A.